Hey, how are you? Welcome into Groomer's Take. I got my booster today. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Arm's a little heavy, no big deal. I'm a lefty. I can still throw darts later. We'll get it going. NHL confirms players out of the Beijing Olympics. I think I saw this coming. Maybe we all did. There was rumors maybe it was going to be a choice whether or not you wanted to go, but really I didn't want that. I didn't want, Connor McDavid being there and then I'm the fourth line center. No offense to any of those Spengler Cup guys. But yeah, it's either everybody goes or nobody goes. And at this point, for having to stay over there for up to a month or whatever it is in a hotel room, that's not good for anything. That's not good for your physicality, your mental health. And plus, back home, your NHL team's trying to win a Stanley Cup. In my point of view, a groomer's take, if you will, you're playing to win a Stanley Cup. That should be the most important thing of your hockey career. And then if you get to go play for the Olympics and represent your country, then that's amazing. But it just is what it is, and it sucks. I can't. We could do an episode on this, but I wanted to see Crosby McDavid on the same ice together. Whatever. A coach can throw any combination of Canadian players together, and it could be immaculate. Austin Matthews for Leaf fans, not getting to watch him. Leon Draisaitl, all these different countries. Me and the guys sat down a couple weeks ago, and we went through as many teams and named the players, and it was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. The sports world's talking about, will Steven Stamkos ever get to play? At this point, I don't think he'll be there again in 4 years. Which is just a shame. The guy's had terrible bad luck when it comes to that. But unfortunately, this is what we did last Olympics. We didn't get to watch any NHLers, and it's going to happen again. I think we just got to grind through this, keep our heads high everywhere, and still enjoy at least NHL hockey. But NHL players not going to the Beijing Olympics, it really sucks, and it's just something we're going to have to deal with. F1 news. I have to. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I haven't done a Groomer's Take. It's a busy time, the holiday and everything. But F1, Nicholas Latifi has received death threats because of what happened at the end of the F1 season finale in Abu Dhabi. We've seen this before in every sport. If something terrible happens, they're going to blame somebody for how it went down. And unfortunately, that player receives death threats, hate notes, whatever. And it's just too bad that people's lives are that sad that they're going to go out of their way and do this. Sports is sports. Crazy things happen. Miracles happen. And in my view, my groomer's take, that was a miracle. I don't agree with how it went down. Latifi crashes with 5 laps to go. A driver that obviously is not trying to do it. Canadian driver, represent, shout out. He doesn't want to do that, but it happened. And the way it was handled, I thought was poor. Lewis Hamilton's in first place with a 15-second lead on Max Verstappen. Whoever wins this race is winning the driver's championship. And then all of a sudden, Hamilton decides not to pit to get new tires. Max does. He gets tires. And then all of a sudden, the lap drivers, racers, they get to unlap themselves, go in front of the safety car. And then we're doing a one-lap race. And these guys Max is right behind Lewis. There was no way he was going to be able to keep that lead. There's no way. I saw a funny thing on the intraweb. That's like going to a playoff in a chipping contest of a golf tournament, and you have a driver and your opponent has a wedge. It's crazy to me. I don't want to think, but I do think that if this wasn't the season finale race, okay, that race would have ended under caution, under yellow flag. It would have been done. And I also think that if the drivers were reversed and Max had the lead, then maybe they wouldn't have done it the way they did. That's all I'm going to say about that. Lewis Hamilton doesn't get the respect he deserves from the FIA. It's a shame. This was a miracle. And it sucks the way he lost. But let's be honest. It also sucks to win the Drivers' Championship that way too. I'm getting overheated. That was my thoughts on that race. It's really too bad. I wanted Hamilton to get number 8. and then let's go from there. Because next season looks like it's going to be an absolute barn burner, and I can't wait. Love it. LA Chargers going for it on fourth so many times last week. Again, this is 2 Thursdays ago now, or just last Thursday, but I should have brought it up. Call me old school, but I'm more of take your points. Take your points when they're there. This is a divisional game against Kansas City, who's been struggling, and they started to turn it around, and now as a Charger team, you're right in it with them. Take your points, see what happens the rest of the game, and ultimately, if they kick those field goals, they win. And instead of being in a wild card spot and 8-6, they're 9-5. While Kansas City's looking good atop whatever they are, 11-4 right now. But I don't know, man. Take your points when you can get them. Now that brings me into the Baltimore Ravens going for 2 again last week and losing. 2 weeks ago, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, we saw them go for a 2 against Pittsburgh. Hey, Steeler fans sitting here, I saw them go for it, and I still thought, oh no, they're going to get it. Lamar's going to easily run this in, or they're going to throw to Mark Andrews because that guy's a beast and he gets it done. They did go to Mark Andrews. He almost caught it. They didn't, but they lose. Now, Baltimore, still at that time, is sitting in a good spot. I think they're sitting in an excellent spot to win that division. But last week, they go up to the Tundra in Lambeau, and they lose to Green Bay because they go for it. They go for 2 again. At this point, I'm thinking, no, I don't agree with this at all, because you have to look at the rest of the division, take your point, go into overtime. You never know. A coin flip, a fumble, an interception, an unreal play, you win that game. Now Baltimore's sitting all the way down in a wild card spot at 8-6, and they've let Cincinnati jump. It's wild to me. This is not where I pictured the Baltimore Ravens to be at all. Virus, no virus, injuries, no injuries. This is not where I expected them to be. Even without those running backs that they got dismantled with from injuries at the start of the year. A little shocked by this, but their coach is fantastic. Harbaugh's a great coach. And just here, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not with it. Urban Meyer is kind of a piece of garbage. I really wanted to get into this last week. I didn't find the time. Maybe I should have posted an Instagram or TikTok just going on a rant. This guy is a piece of shit. Pardon the French. I'm surprised he had a job after not going back home with his team from Minnesota, Cleveland. I think it was Cleveland. He stays back, goes in a club, and then does some inappropriate stuff on camera. Because, of course, you get filmed everywhere you go now. Especially when you're a guy who is, a celebrity in the sports world. But then it comes out, Josh Lambo, I want to say his first name is Josh Lambo, the past kicker for the Jacksonville Jaguars, doesn't play there anymore, comes out and says Urban Meyer kicks him in the leg during training or practice or whatever while they're stretching and says, make your effing kicks. Lambo also said it was just a 50% kick kind of deal, but that's not what you do. And Lambo, being the veteran that he was, one of the best kickers of all time, by the way, stands up and says, don't you effing kick me. Meyer's response is, I'm the head coach. I'll kick you whenever I want. Something like that. Are you kidding me? And then you hear that the team knew about this kicking. So Shahid Khan, the president, you're also quite the piece of garbage in Groomer's Take's opinion. You knew this happened. The only reason you ended up firing Urban Meyer is because this got out. With all the other trash that's been going around. Now, I'm still one that believes that Jacksonville has a lot of talent down there. Their season is a dumpster fire. But I feel they have a lot of talent, and maybe they can turn this thing around. I think all of this is an embarrassment. The only reason you did it, like I said, is because it came out and you wasted all that money. Now, you came out and you said, we fired him with cause so you didn't have to pay him the rest of his contract. And I hope that's what happens because screw Urban Meyer. These coaches come in from college and they think they can do whatever they want. Well, you take advantage of college players, sure, because they're not in the NFL yet. And shame on you for doing it in the first place. When you get to the NFL, these guys have made it. And they should punch you right in the face if you do crap like that. Groomer's Take. Again, this is a good episode. Let's go. NFL playoff picture. We got 3 games left, people. 3. Pats 9-5, Buffalo 8-6. They play each other one more time. Huge. I love this time of year. Playoff races, NBA grinding through. NHL is going to come back. The World Juniors. Oh man, I haven't even dabbled into that at all. And I've got on right now the PDC World Dart Championships. That's right. That's going to be great. Simon Whitlock battling right now, but this is a great time of year. Cincinnati 8-6, Baltimore 8-6, Pittsburgh 7-6-1, Cleveland 7-7. That division is insane, and it's either really impressive or it's really sad. I'd like to think it's kind of in the middle, but hey, that's good stuff right there. Tennessee 9-5, Indy 8-6. I've mentioned it in previous episodes. Indy turning it on. This is fantastic racing for a title right there, division title right there. Arizona, we're skipping a bunch of those divisions in the NFC because I think they're locked up. Arizona 10-4 and the LA Rams now 10-4. Arizona goes into Detroit, I believe it was, and they lose. I'm not going to get into fantasy, but it killed me, Kyler Murray, last week. You killed me, along with a lot of other players. But this race, and for future bets, let's go Rams. Let's jump that. The Rams win last night, 10-4. That's quite the race. Both those teams will be in the playoffs. Let's go to the wild card. Indy 8-6, LA Chargers 8-6, Buffalo 8-6. They hold the 3 spots. Baltimore on the outside 8-6, Pittsburgh 7-6-1, and 4 teams at 7-7. After looking at this now and actually writing it down, this is awesome. I don't like Pittsburgh's chances as much, but this is fantastic. If Baltimore comes in and they stay healthy and Cincy drops, and then you go, then you keep that wild card the same, Indy, Chargers, Buffalo, or even if Tennessee flips, that's your best playoff picture in my professional opinion. Wild card on the other side, the Rams are 10-4. They're going to get it. San Fran 8-6. Minnesota 7-7. Holding that last spot right now. I mean, Philly 7-7. New Orleans 7-7. Washington 6-8. And then Atlanta's also 6-8. But, I mean, Atlanta, no. I like Washington. I like what they have. I've mentioned that before, too. I don't think they'll be able to find their way. But I'll watch Minnesota in a playoff game. The only thing that's bad about them is their quarterback. Everything else is electric. If we could just flip-flop the Eagles and Minnesota quarterbacks, because Jalen Hurts is something to watch right now, boy. That's a lot of fun, but that's it. This is a great time of year. 2 more things. Wayne Gretzky says, no doubt Ovechkin breaks his goals record. And that's just cool to hear. I mean, Gretzky's going to say, nah, he's not going to do it. But it's going to happen. And I'm glad I'm the generation that kind of gets to watch it. You know what I mean? It'll be very cool. Long time ago, Spezza's suspension was dropped to 4 games. I like that it was dropped to 4. I think it makes sense. And mostly it makes sense to me because it's less games than what the guy who decided to bite somebody got at 5 games. Incredible. If I do not see you or talk to you again before the new year, I won't be on as much during the holidays. Actually, you know what? I wrote it down. Maybe I'll throw some stuff up on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok Groomer at AdamGroom86 on TikTok, at AdamGroom86 on Instagram. It is at Groomers_take. Mine and Abby's picks are in from this week. Don't you worry, we didn't post them, but it's busy time, like I said. We'll have to add up those records and see what we're going into the final few weeks here, whose record's better. But yeah, hopefully I talk to you again. If I don't, you can catch me on those social media platforms. Have a great holiday if I don't talk to you, and a happy new year. Groomers Take. See ya. Bye-bye.